Ay, 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 ay.
Mastodon!
Pterodactyl.
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger.
Tyrannosaurus!
Alright. Welcome, whoever is here, whoever's going to be here. This is just me talking about the Power Rangers movie that's coming up here. I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit. Granted, like I bet everybody has probably seen enough of this game the past month, so let's just turn down that audio. Now what am I basically talking about? I'm just going to be talking about the lore behind the movie in a way, like how some things in the show may not be in the movie, but it's pretty much just a lore discussion and all that. So let me skip all this. Alright, so let's begin. So I'm going to start with basically the characters themselves now. So in the show, if you remember, since it was very early 90s, very cheesy stuff, Zordon says he wants teenagers with attitude. Well, back when the show came out, that just meant kids with very special skills and abilities, and nothing really like attitude-ish about it. Like I don't know, rebellious, or I mean something like about teenagers today, like rambunctious, rebellious, or self-centered and stuff like that. Pretty much it's what the movie is going for now, is actually giving these characters the attitude that they are meant to have. And so that's going to be one key difference for the movie compared to the show. Yes, I know they also made some character changes, like they made Billy black and they made Zack Asian of some sort and all that fun stuff. But I mean, I'm not saying that's like a big key change in the lore. I mean, it is lore-wise, but not something that people gripe too much about. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of negative feedback about that even when they announced that was going to happen. So now the next key thing I want to talk about is the Power Coin discovery. If you remember in the show, I would say, well, in the beginning of season 1, they didn't find the power coins. It was Zordon who gave them the power coins in the beginning, which pretty much meant like he also found them. So then you learn later on in early season 3 that it was Ninjor, a wise sage who originally created the power coins, and Zordon just somehow came across them. He didn't like, he didn't create them himself. Like he just found them and kept them safe from Rita and Zed's clutches, just in case, and all that stuff. Now the thing that also that is going to be staying the same is Rita did have the green power coin back when the series started, so that just tells you in the movie she does the same. If you have read the fan theories and all that stuff in the trailer breakdowns, she does have the green power coin. So that just tells you yep, they're keeping that the same. It's just that we're not going to have Tommy, aka the evil Green Ranger, in it as of right now. So that's another change that was also from the show, but that's also staying the same in the same way. So that's pretty big. The thing now, there has not been a confirmation from Bryan Cranston or anybody from the movie production that he is going to play an ancient, or should I say, like an original Red Ranger, just like how Rita is playing like an original Green Ranger. So there's like no legitimate facts on that yet, but I mean, if that does come to fruition, that will also be a change in the continuity from the show to the movie, because in the show he was just a wise like mentor master from a different planet. He was just stuck in a time warp. That's why he couldn't do anything. But that's also going to be a big change if they do confirm that he is actually an original Red Ranger. I'm hoping this becomes true. If not, oh well. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to remember what else from. Oh, okay. So the creation of the putties now, and like monsters in general from the show. Rita didn't ever make her own monsters. She had her, like, one of her loyal subjects, Finster, take like some putty that they have lying around. That's how she makes putties, is from this like magical putty that she has. By the way, I'm going to be skipping cutscenes if you want to see them. I mean, I'm going to replay the game after. Well, I'm going to replay the level. I don't think I'm going to play the whole game, but I will go back and play cutscenes. I should totally have said that before I did anything. Anyway. Great lag. So yeah, when she wanted monsters made, Finster would take some putty that he had and would form it into the monster of the week, I would say. So like, that's also going to change because supposedly Rita will have like the magic powers to create monsters just by touching materials. Like supposedly Goldar is going to be made out of pure gold. That's why he looks the way that he does, which I'm not complaining. In the same way for the putties, like when she drags her wand across the ground, she's able to make putties just by changing the concrete into these gigantic golemish creatures. Oh wow. Sorry, I just heard like static go off in my ear from my headphones. That was weird. So yeah, so that's also going to change. We're not going to have the monster maker, or we're not even going to have Finster in the movie. We might have them hinted at, or they might come in a later movie, maybe like one of the sequels or something that they have planned. So that's also going to be a big change from the continuity from the show to the movie. Another one is another big one that everybody's griping about still is Goldar. Here's my thoughts on Goldar. I know he is just this giant golden freak of nature, and he looks nothing like the fun, enjoyable villain that we know from the show. Like, he doesn't have monkey-like features. He doesn't have anything resembling Goldar at all, except that he's gold and he has the wings and he has the sword. But other than that, he's not Goldar. I think he's Goldar, but that's me being biased. You never know what's going to happen in the movie. So what else is there? Okay, so the Zeo Crystal. Okay, now the Zeo Crystal has been confirmed to be in the movie. So what is the Zeo Crystal? So we get introduced to the Zeo Crystal very late into season 3, when the Rangers are threatened to pretty much lose their powers. Jeez. a villain called Master Val comes to the moon and is trying to find the Zeo Crystal, and it's from the M51 galaxy, which is the galaxy he now rules over. But this is one of the last good things that the civilians could do, is to hide this very powerful energy in the moon, underneath the moon base of Rita and Zed's base, which used to be a good guy temple, which turned into a bad guy temple once Vile took over. So yeah, that happened. Now the Zeo Crystal, just so people know, did change the Rangers from the Mighty Morphin Rangers to the Power Rangers Zeo Rangers later on, which is a big deal for the movie and for several sequels. I noticed that there's 3 or 4 people here. I wanted to say hello before I move on. I'm happy you're here. I hope you're enjoying the content and me talking. I know I'm saying and stuff a lot, but I'm still trying to think at the same time I'm speaking, which is totally not healthy. So so with the Zeo Crystal being in the movie, I don't know what they're going to plan to do with that. I mean, if they're already saying that they're going to go from Mighty Morphin to Zeo, even though this is a different universe, I understand why they could achieve doing that, then we're not going to have a Green or White Ranger at all. I'm going to tell you that right out straight. We are going to probably skip Tommy altogether and just move right into Zeo, and probably disappoint a lot of fans. Now, I'm hoping I'm wrong. In a way, I am really hoping I'm wrong about that. If I am, that's fantastic, because I mean, I can easily see like a solo Green Ranger movie if they ever decide to do one or whatever. But since I mean, there are plans for like a solo Green Ranger spinoff and all that stuff, but since we haven't even had the movie come out yet, I'm hoping that we don't have a Terminator Genesis thing where they promise a lot and then they don't deliver because the movie did so bad. Now, I'm not saying that the movie's going to do bad, but you never know. Now, if we're going to have... Now, since the Zeo Crystal is going to be in the movie, will it just be referenced, or will we actually see it, or will they do what they did in the show, which before they became the Power Rangers Zeo, was they cut the crystal into 5 different parts and then sent them into different forms of time and space to hide them from Master Vile and Lord Zed and Rita's evil clutches. So if they do that again, which would be very smart, they could easily make a sequel for them to do the Zeo quest and introduce other things along the way. Like the 3rd movie could be Power Rangers Zeo, or the 4th movie, or whatever, and then a whole sequel could be focused on the White and Green Ranger. That's just it. Now, more continuity stuff. Now, right now we're focusing on the original 5 teams. Now, in the show, we didn't have Jason, Zach, and Trini all the time. The original actors did leave not long after season 2 premiered, and we got 3 different Rangers. Technically, we got 4 different Rangers in season 3, because Kimberly also left later on, but that's a different thing. I'm just saying, like, will that happen? Like, will we have these 3 of them leave after the first movie, and then we get Adam, Rocky, and Aisha in the 3rd movie? That's what I'm curious about right now. Let's Okay, let's skip this. Now, am I gonna be upset that there's not gonna be like a Green Ranger or anything like that? Yes, I will. If he's not in a sequel. I mean, if they just skip all the way right down to Zeo, man, I'm ticking people off. I'm sorry. If you just want to leave, go ahead. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and you can just watch it later and just skip all this boring stuff. So yeah, where was I? Okay, let's go to the Megazord. Now, I think the Zords are really different. I like different, to be honest. I'm not at all upset with the differences that they have for the Zords right now. I know the Mastodon does not look like a elephant slash prehistoric Mastodon in this, but you never know. I mean, it's different. I'm accepting different, and continuity-wise, we should also accept differences since this is a different universe than what we are known to. So let's just move on with that. So what else? I think I pretty much covered a bunch of what the movie is going for. Oh, whoop. I screwed that up. It did not mean to do that. I mean, we haven't heard any confirmation if Lord Zed's going to be in the movie, or even if any other villains like Master Vile, Ivan Ooze, or I'm gonna let this go. I mean, if they do Zeo, I haven't heard anything about the Machine Empire or like King Mondo or Sprocket being in the movie yet. So, if anything, it's just gonna be Rita and Goldar throughout the whole movie. I do believe they said that's gonna be 2 hours and 4 minutes long. So that's just, to me, that's probably not enough time to tell the story that they want to tell. But I'm hoping that they figure out a way to do enough in that 2 hour 4 minute gap to fill in a lot of questions that people might have. Like, where did the Zords come from? Where did the coins come from? Why is Zordon here? Why is Rita here? That's all this jazz. Oh, okay. I think another big continuity thing. In like the very first trailer, I think we all remember hearing Rita saying, "I have killed Rangers before." This was true. Now, in the original series, actually in the Alien Ranger miniseries, you hear Zordon say, or someone say, that there have been Power Rangers before Mighty Morphin. Like, they were not the only Rangers that Zordon has trained or has been with when he did this. That's why he knew, like, Power Rangers would work against Rita, because he's done it before. You can kind of see, like, glimpses of that, like, early Season 1 in, I would want to say, like, later Season 2 of, like, ancient Rangers fighting. Like, in Happy Birthday, Zach, you get to see someone wielding the Power Axe fighting the Nasty Knight. So that's a good hint right there. I know that was like Sentai footage. I know that's completely different, but I mean, you could easily translate that as, yes, there has been other Rangers besides the original 5 before they came along. Man, that was the worst epic fail I've ever done. Okay, so so you could easily think that maybe the aliens of Aquitar are a thing in this movie universe, or something else, like some other Rangers. Like, for all we know, that Sushi killed. Maybe the aliens of Aquitar don't exist anymore because she went to Aquitar or something and killed those Rangers. and so on and so forth. That'd be interesting because I would like to hear Zordon's response to that. Like, of course, they would have questions of how can she kill us? Like, what's our weakness? And I would like them to cover that too. Like what is a ranger's weakness in this universe? Like, what is their kryptonite? I want to hear. I want to hear this and see what goes down. Because in the past we haven't had anything like that. Like, we haven't had. I mean, you could say our weakness was we care too much about other people. So, like, if you kidnapped like in Zio, if you kidnap Tommy's brother or something, he will easily give you like whatever you want just to keep him safe and not really think about the consequences. Like, you easily see that in the Arrowhead arc of Power Rangers Zio. So, but I mean, I want us to have something like Supermanish, like nothing too outrageous. Like, don't say kryptonite or whatever, but I mean, you could say like negative Ranger energy, like with the green power coin being evil. You could easily say that that itself could damage them if it like came into contact with them. That would be an interesting ploy to pull off for continuity and all that. Okay, I'm just gonna roll past you guys. What else? I really don't think there is, like, I mean, I know the parents thing is a big shock to some people, but we have seen the Ranger parents in Power Rangers before, so that's not a huge change in the continuity, even though this is more involved parents than they were in the show. So it's going to be different. Okay, keep rolling. Did I do this right? Nope. Okay. Let's see. What else have they said? I mean, we don't really know a lot about their personal lives. Like, we don't know if what. I mean, we're all assuming that Jason is a football star, judging from the newspaper website, the Angel Grove High like newspaper or whatever. And the same goes for like Kimberly being like a former cheerleader. Where, I mean, I don't know if this has been confirmed information or if this has been speculated. I know the Jason thing is confirmed, but I don't know if the Kimberly thing was ever confirmed. Zach, we don't know much about. Billy's still a nerd, so they're keeping that the same a little bit. And Trini, to me, from the trailer, she just looks like the shy new girl, which I'm fine with. But I'm just saying, like, we don't really know much about her backstory either, so that's also very different. We also know Bulk and Skull aren't going to be in the movie. They said there's going to be like bully type figures, but not Bulk and Skull specifically. Now, I'm going to take back. We haven't heard if Bulk and Skull won't be in the movie. There is a way that they could do that. Like, they did become cops in early season 3, late season 2. So, I mean, if you wanted to do that in like Lieutenant Stone, and he has like 2 incompetent officers, we could always like that could be like an Easter egg, like a Bulk and Skull Easter egg. That'd be cool. And then, so yeah, like, you could easily do that, or have them do like other occupational things. Like, they were junior fighters in season 2, so you could easily do that. You could have them be people that are searching for the Power Rangers, like Like at the end of the movie, you have like these like conspiracy theorist people who want to know who these people are, like how did they get these abilities, and all that stuff. So you could do that again. That'd be an interesting tactic to introduce Bulk and Skull. So yeah, pretty much that's pretty much a lot of the continuity that's going on for the movie. That's trying to stay true to the show, and it's also changing from the show. So I don't know if like people hearing, okay, Ninjor is not going to be the creator of the power coins. Oh, okay, that sucks, or anything like that. If it does tick you off, I'm sorry. Oh, there's another thing. We haven't heard if there's anything about the juice bar yet, which is Ernie's juice bar from pretty much like every season until like Power Rangers in Space. We haven't heard if there's going to be Ernie or juice bar in general. So that's also going to be a change if they don't have that at all. I'm still trying to think because I don't think there's a lot left to cover. I'm gonna morph right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information concerning continuity from the show translating into the movie. I'm just going to finish the rest of this stage. I'm going to mute myself. If you have any questions, the two viewers that are watching, you can always ask, and I will try and respond. But other than that, I will let you enjoy this riveting gameplay of Power Rangers Mythical Battle. I will see you all later. For those of you just tuning in, I'm just going to, if you have this game and you're having trouble getting the achievement where you need to level up all your rangers and get all the gear unlocked, I'm going to show you a quick cheese way to do that. And it literally didn't take me too long. It was just the last chapter, last level, and just you beat it, you get a ton of experience. I think you get depending on like what level you are, you pretty much get a couple levels every time until like you hit like level 7 or level 8, and then like it's a level after that, so 9, 10, and 11. So this is just a good way to beat that. If you want to be surprised and all that stuff, then probably don't watch this, but this is just a good cheese way to do it. And after this, I will just say adieu and thanks for watching. And watch me beat this dude without even morphing. I've done it like several times. I won't show you the cutscene just to keep a little bit of a surprise, but it's not gonna keep it very well. Now, watch the XP. Level 8 right now. Like level 9.5. So that tells you how much you can get just by playing this level over and over and over again. Alright, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. May the power protect you, and peace out, guys.